Karen kicked my elderly dad's wheelchair. She paid $7,500 in court in public shame. My dad raised me to believe that dignity was something no one could take from you. He said that even when his body gave out, even when the VA gave him that stiff black wheelchair and said he'd probably never walk unaided again, even then, he wheeled out every morning, upright, clean-shaven, and proud. So when I saw him lying on the pavement, his chair overturned, his elbow bleeding, I lost something inside me I didn't even know could break. We'd only moved into Cedar Bend 2 months ago. Dad needed quieter living, fewer stairs, a yard to garden, and sidewalks wide enough for him to roll through without hassle. I'm a software engineer, work from home mostly, so it was no trouble to be around to help. But that one morning, I wasn't even 15 feet away when it happened. Her name was Karen. I wish I were joking. Karen Withers, acting HOA president, as she liked to call herself. There was no HOA anymore, but that didn't stop her from typing up notices in Comic Sans and stuffing them in every mailbox. She told my dad the first week we moved in that his wheelchair blocked visibility and made people uncomfortable. He laughed it off, politely. I didn't. We knew people like her, folks who treat kindness like a threat, who see disability as weakness, who carry rules like weapons. But even I didn't think she'd take it this far. It was a sunny Tuesday. Dad was heading home from his morning walk. He liked to wheel up to the corner cafe and chat with the barista who served in Afghanistan. He always took the shady side of the sidewalk. That day, Karen was trimming hedges and blowing clippings into the road. Her little yappy dog barked as Dad rolled by. I saw it all. She shouted something about blocking pedestrian right-of-way again. He paused. Not even 5 feet from her property line. She stormed over, stood in front of his wheels. Her mouth moved fast and mean. And then she kicked. Not a stumble, not a trip. A full, deliberate kick to the side of his chair. The wheelchair tipped. He hit the sidewalk hard. His groceries spilled, eggs cracked, bread crushed, a bag of oranges rolling downhill. My feet didn't touch the porch steps. I sprinted. What the hell is wrong with you? Karen crossed her arms, defiant. He was obstructing. He's 90. He's disabled. He should know better than to block walkways. You assaulted a senior citizen. I gave him a warning. The cops arrived 10 minutes later. Karen tried her usual shtick: community safety, enforcing guidelines. I have authority. But there were witnesses, and more importantly, there was footage a neighbor had captured the whole thing. The officer didn't hesitate, wrote her a citation for misdemeanor battery and assault on a vulnerable person. The city later upped the charges to include civil liability and public nuisance. And me, I got a lawyer. The deeper I dug, the uglier it got. Karen had written 27 fake violations over the last year, all of them to elderly residents, disabled folks, single mothers. She wasn't enforcing anything she was targeting. She created a fake HOA PayPal account, collected fines from those too afraid or confused to fight back. Over $200 across 9 months. But Dad was her mistake, because he didn't just fall. He stood up with help and pressed charges. We went to court 3 weeks later. The judge didn't buy her performance. She tried the tears, blamed her bad knees for the kick, claimed my dad spooked her. Then the video played. Silence, just the crunch of the wheelchair tipping. My dad's grunt as he hit the pavement. Karen was found guilty of misdemeanor assault, abuse of a vulnerable adult, and civil fraud. She was ordered to pay $7,500 in damages. But money wasn't the real punishment. The real sentence: she was banned from holding any public or community role in the city for life. Afterward, the neighbors rallied. A retired carpenter offered to reinforce Dad's chair. The local church printed flyers that read, "Respect has no expiration date," and placed them on every porch. Someone even painted a mural by the sidewalk, an old man in a chair, holding a sunflower. And Karen, she tried to save face, said she was being canceled, that the system was stacked against her, but no one listened anymore. Her house went up for sale. Last I checked, she moved to a town with a real HOA. Let's see how long she lasts there. Today, my dad still rolls down that sidewalk. Same route, same cafe. But now, people don't just wave, they stand with him. Kids hold the door. Teens offer to carry his bags. Strangers nod with quiet respect. He still says dignity can't be stolen. But now he adds sometimes. It has to be defended. So now I ask you, when rules are used as weapons, who protects the vulnerable? When silence follows cruelty, what kind of community are we building? Drop your thoughts. Let's talk about justice, decency, and the kind of neighbors we refuse to be.